Hi guys, welcome back to Cup of Teach, and today we're going to discuss joint variation. Joint variation, if a certain quantity varies jointly as the product of two other quantities. Let us consider x, y, and z as the quantities. Y varies jointly as x and z. Varies jointly, keywords. If you're going to translate that in equation, that is y is equal to k x z, or y is equal to k times x times z, where k is the constant of variation, and k is equal to y over xz. And this is the graph of joint variation. Using k as the constant of variation, express the following equation of variation. Number 1, h varies jointly as c and b. Varies jointly, that is the keywords. And then the equation, h is equal to k times c times b, wherein k is the constant. Number 2, the area A of the triangle varies jointly as the height h and length of the base. Varies jointly, that is the keywords. Equation, A is equal to k times h times b, wherein k is the constant. Number 3, the volume V of a cone varies jointly as its height h and square of its radius r. Varies jointly, that is the keywords. Equation, V is equal to k times h times r squared, wherein k is the constant. Let's have here an example of problem. Y varies jointly as x and z. If y is equal to 7 when x is equal to 2 and z is equal to 3, find the constant of proportionality. Y varies jointly as x and z. Let us translate that in equation. That is y is equal to k times x times z. Next, y is equal to 7 when x is equal to 2 and z is equal to 3. Let us substitute 7 for y, 2 for x, and 3 for z. So that is 7 is equal to k times 2 times 3. Then multiply the 2, that is 6. Therefore, 7 is equal to 6k. Solve for k by dividing both sides by 6. So you can cancel 6 sa right side. So matitira ang k. Therefore, k is equal to 7 over 6. That is the constant. Number 2, y varies jointly as x and z. If y is equal to 5 when x is equal to 5 and z is equal to 4, find y when x is equal to 6 and z is equal to 8. First, we're going to translate y varies jointly as x and z in equation, that is y is equal to k times x times z, wherein k is constant. Next is y is equal to 5 when x is equal to 5 and z is equal to 4. By substitution, we're going to substitute 5 for y, 5 for x, and 4 for z. So that is 5 is equal to k times 5 times 4. Then multiply the 2, that is 20. Therefore, 5 is equal to 20k. Then solve for k by dividing both sides by 20. Then we can cancel 20. Sa right side, matitira ay k. Then sa left side, we're going to simplify 5 over 20. So that is 1/4. Therefore, k is 1/4. Then since we already have constant, we can solve now for y, wherein x is equal to 6 and z is equal to 8. By substitution, again, let us use the original equation. Y is equal to k times x times z. K is 1/4. X is 6. Z is 8. So we will have now y is equal to 1/4 times 6 times 8. Then we can cancel 4 and 8 since 8 is divisible by 4. Then 8 divided by 4, that is 2. 4 divided by 4, that is 1. Then multiply the 3. 1 times 6 times 2, that is 12. Divided by 1, that is 12. Therefore, y is equal to 12. Number 3, y varies jointly as x and the square of z. if y is equal to 54 when x is equal to 3 and z is equal to 3. Find y when x is equal to 2 and z is equal to 4. First, we're going to translate y varies jointly as x and the square of z. An equation that is y is equal to k times x times z squared, wherein k is constant. Next, y is equal to 54 when x is equal to 3 and z is equal to 3. Let us substitute 54 to y, 3 for x, 3 for z. So that is 54 is equal to k times 3 squared. Then simplify 3 squared, that is 3 times 3, 9. Times 3, 27. So that is 54 is equal to 27k. Solve for k by dividing both sides by 27. Then, we can cancel 27 sa right side. Therefore, matitira dito ay k. Then, 54 divided by 27, that is 2. So, k is equal to 2. Since we already have the value for constant or k, we can find now the value of y. Let us use the original equation, y is equal to k times x times z squared. By substitution again, we do not have value for y. K is 2. X is 2. Z is 4. Therefore, we'll have now y is equal to 2 times 2 times 4 squared. Let us simplify it. 4 squared, that is 4 times 4, 16. Times 2, that is 64. So y is equal to 64.
Thank you for watching. That's it for this video. If you learned something here, don't forget to like and subscribe to Cup of Teach. See you on the next lesson. Bye!